Well, do you know what spiritism is?
It's talking to dead spirits?
Well, actually, spiritism is the belief that after a person dies, a spirit part of them lives and can communicate with people who are still alive, usually through another person as a medium, like a psychic.
Okay. So spiritism believe that the dead can speak to with the living?
That's right. So, what do you believe is the condition of the dead?
Well, I've always been taught that the souls after the death, the physical body is gone, and all of the good people, like my grandmother, would go to heaven.
Well, I appreciate your thought on that. But actually, the dead don't go anywhere after they die. And you can see that in Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 5. And that says, "For the living are conscious that they will die, but as for the dead, they are conscious of nothing at all. Neither do they anymore have wages, because the remembrance of them has been forgotten." So from this scripture, you can see that dead people, they can't do anything. They can't think, they can't move, and they can't speak either.
Yeah, well, if the dead can't, then who's the psychic talking to?
Well, they aren't talking to anyone who was living before. They're actually communicating with demons. And you can see that at Revelation chapter 12, verse 9.
Okay.
And we'll read that. And that says, "So down the great dragon was hurled, the original serpent, the one called Devil and Satan, who is misleading the entire inhabited earth. He was hurled down to the earth, and his angels were hurled down with him." So you can see there that Satan is misleading the entire earth, and he's also making those psychics think that they're talking to someone when they're not. They're actually being misled by the wicked spirits.
Well, really? How? Okay, well, how would that mess up? I mean, how could that mess it up? I mean, I don't know how that's possible. Okay, all right, like this. Okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
And getting involved with those spiritistic practices can also get you in a lot of problems.
Oh, all right, okay. And then now, so, well, what's that about? How is that?
Well, when you try and talk to the dead, you put yourself in contact with the demons.
Okay.
And when you put yourself in contact with the demons, they can start bothering you, and you might start seeing things and hearing things. So, not only that, but you can also mess up your relationship with Jehovah.
Oh, okay. Well, how can you do that?
Well, first off, Jehovah wants us to worship him in a clean manner. And if we get involved in spiritism, then it would taint our worship to him and make it unclean. So we know that Jehovah doesn't want us to get involved with those demonic activities. And you can see in the Bible where Jehovah clearly admonishes us to avoid spiritism at Leviticus chapter 19, verse 31. You want to read that?
Of course I will. That's Leviticus chapter 19, verse 31. Do not turn yourselves to the spirit mediums, and do not consult professional fortune tellers or events, so as to become unclean by them. I am Jehovah, your God.
So, do you understand why true Christians avoid dabbling in spiritism now?
Yes, I understand. And you know what? With that understanding, I really don't want to mess up my relationship with Jehovah. So, Adriane, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell that girl I do not want to go see no psychic.
Okay.